Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. We are here in the Outer Banks. If you did not see last night's upload, well, you don't really have to watch it to know that we're here. That's where we're at. We're at the beach. It's beautiful as always. Right over that grassy ridge is the ocean. Okay, let's go. Whew. The problem is I'm really fat. It's like maybe 150 yards and I get pretty out of breath. At the beach, and I wish I had the Blazer here because I would drive right out to sea with it. But yeah, this is it. I ran all the way up here just for that clip. Who's that? Hey. Savannah. Hi. You guys enjoying your vacation? Yeah, you guys got a week off from work and everything. I know, your hard job's back at home. Now that I am properly tired from my trip up to the beach, about 200 yards, let me tell you the story about how I got pulled over. Now, it wouldn't be a street speed vacation if I didn't have at least one run-in with the cops.
He did exactly what he did to Bobby. They pull their U's.
If he is pulling me over for speeding, it's not like, it's like 10 over at the most. Kind of ridiculous. Insurance out. How you doing?
70 and a 55 back there, man. You got your license and registration with you?
Yep, I do. License.
Any reason you're going that fast, man?
This is why I was going 70 and a 55.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not exactly like...
That's 15 over.
I'm not exactly flying here, so why was I going that fast? Probably because it's just kind of like a normal speed to do.
That's 15 over.
I'm not... There you go. I can get my insurance for you on my phone as well.
Well, who's your insurance company at?
Progressive.
All right, I'll be right back.
Thank you.
He's looking at, he was like, we're kidnapping somebody.
Or we're kidnapping someone. Any reason why you were going that fast? Why I was going 70 and a 55 on a, not even 7, like 68.
On the straightest road.
On a straight road in perfect conditions. I don't know. I guess I'm a lunatic. I guess that's why. Literally doing the exact same speed as the cars in front of me.
You should be like, did you guys just recently change the speed limit? Because they did.
The reason why you were going that fast. Like, what? Not 70. No.
I saw him pop that U-turn.
He did so fast. And I was like, really though? Like,
well, I saw him coming and I was wondering why you weren't braking. But I figured, okay, well, that's the speed limit.
I honestly thought, I thought he was going to assist that guy up there who...
No, I knew for sure he's pulling you over. They just are so excited to ruin people's vacation.
Yeah, he's just getting out of state people. He's doing his job.
There's a cop car right in front of us that had somebody pulled over. They just don't care.
The funny thing is though, like everybody's doing the speed I was doing. Like everybody. I mean, the car ahead of me, I wasn't gaining any ground on.
You would expect the speed limit to be 70 on this road.
It should be at least, you would think at least 65.
And what's crazy is there's no speed limit signs.
Yeah, there really isn't. I mean, like, I have no idea what the speed limit is. I mean, enforce your speed limit, but then don't talk to me like that's ridiculous.
I just want to go home and see my French Bulldog, and this is taking up so much precious time.
We're almost there, too.
I know.
We almost made it back to the village. As you can see, we were pulled over in the DURAMAX, and I was doing the ludicrous speed. And I mean, we were talking really reckless stuff here of my cruise control was set on 68, and apparently it was a 55. So, I am glad I got pulled over. I was really endangering a lot of lives here on this perfectly straight stretch of road. So I'm gonna face the music here and take my ticket. I have my insurance for you too. I don't know if you needed the policy number or anything, but it finally loaded. It took a while.
I did issue a ticket for 70 and a 55.
Okay.
Your court date's on the 6th of September, or you can pay it online. All the information's on here. If you could just slow down for me and be safe on your vacation.
No problem.
How much is it? My guess was 170. Oh.
How much?
Total is $218.
$218. Yeah,
I was close. My guess was 170, and it's 188. But also the fine adds 200.
That's not just generating revenue at all. This time was no different. So I'm driving the DURAMAX. As always, it is the only vehicle I have down here. and I'm on a really long stretch of road where it's very flat, straight, and apparently the speed limit is 55, even though I thought it was like 65, and I feel like it probably should be 60 or 65. But apparently the speed limit was in fact 55, and I guess I was going over that. Okay, so we are currently on the highway right now, and I wanted to show you guys that, you know, I wasn't making it up. It wasn't like I was actually speeding on a sidewalk in town in a school zone and there were children all over the place. We are truly in the middle of nowhere, not a road or a person, not a soul in sight. So I feel like 70 is, if you're gonna do 70 miles per hour, I feel like this is a pretty reasonable spot to do so. I have my cruise control set on about 63 right now just to be safe, and you can see the car behind me is pretty close, and he actually was moving over like he wanted to pass. So everybody, my point is everybody's doing 65. It would be hard to find a car that was doing under 65 on this road. As you can see, we are in town and the speed limit is 35, and I'll actually do less than that around here because there's a lot of kids running around, sometimes trying to cross the road, people out shopping. So I'm not just like I have to speed all the time. There are times like right now where I actually do less than the speed limit. Just the other day we were here and I stopped traffic so that 2 kids could cross the street. So yes, I'm a very, very good person is what I'm trying to say. But on a serious note, like, I don't have to speed all the time. I just feel like, you know, 35 through here, reasonable. 70 out there on the highway, also reasonable. Keep in mind, you know, I'm in traffic and I'm keeping up with every other car. There are cars ahead of me that I'm not catching up to at all, so I know that they're going at least the same speed I was, or maybe even faster. And I think you'd be pretty hard pressed to find anybody on this road actually doing 55. Pretty much everybody does at least 60 or more. So I feel like I was definitely targeted. The cop drove by, he saw, you know, a wide truck with some modifications and was like, oh, you know, that's some young guy. It's time for me to pull him over because, you know, screw him. Now that may or may not be true, but that's definitely how I feel because he passed a lot of other vehicles, again, the vehicles that were ahead of me and doing the same speed as me, if not more, and he passed them no problem. The minute my truck goes past, he pulls a quick U-turn, and this is what happened.
How you doing? Well, 70 and a 55 back there, man. You got your license registration with you?
Yep, I do. License.
Any reason you're going that fast, man?
Why I was going 70 and a 55?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not exactly like...
That's 15 over.
I'm not exactly flying here, so why was I going that fast? Probably because it's just kind of like a normal speed to do. Just wanted to interject real quick. My response right there was a little bit arrogant looking back. I didn't even really like realize it, but looking back, it was a little arrogant, no lie. But I didn't even notice his reaction because I was trying to get my insurance out or whatever. And his reaction, the look on his face when I was like, well, it seems like a reasonable speed to do. I mean, the look on his face was priceless. And my glorious ticket ended up being $218. Now, the fine itself was only $30, which is normally how it goes. When you get a ticket, usually the fine is like 20 bucks, 50 bucks, something like that. And then you have all the other costs that come up. So I have court fees, ambulance fees, all these other fees, and it ended up being $218, like I said. Now, the good news is if this upload gets about 150,000 views, I should make at least $1,200 off of it. So I'm well in the profit, but there are better ways to make a living than getting pulled over. That's it. What else we got? Vehicle type pickup truck, Pennsylvania, Chevrolet, 2005. Speed 70. Oh, I like at the end, by the way, how he also said, like, so I did write you for the 70 and a 55.
Did issue a ticket for 70 and a 55.
Okay.
Your court date's on the 6th of September, or you can pay it online. All the information's on here.
Like, oh, I'm giving this guy no breaks. Well, I got news for you, buddy. I'm from PA. None of this matters. I don't get any points on my license. I don't care. So I'm really sticking it to you there. I don't care. Defendant did operate a motor vehicle on a street or highway at a speed of 70 miles per hour in a 55 zone. Court date is next month, and the officer is Deputy E. I'm gonna say his last name. In the city, in the vicinity of Salvo on August the 7th. There you go, that's what happened. So the DURAMAX got me in a little bit of trouble, and not really the truck's fault this time, it was my fault. Now up in PA, this truck is very illegal. You can't have window tint on the front windows. You can't have tires sticking out past the body. In North Carolina, all that's fine. We're good to go. So no other issues, you know, no tint tickets or tire tickets or anything like that. Just the speeding. And because I am from PA, none of the, you know, I'm not gonna have any issues with points being on my license or anything like that. We have had an amazing time down here in the Outer Banks as always, and we are heading out tomorrow morning, and hopefully I don't get pulled over on the way home. Definitely don't wanna get pulled over. North Carolina, I don't mind. Definitely don't wanna get pulled though in Virginia, because that's bad news. If you go 80 in Virginia, you might go to jail, which is insane, but that's how they are up there. We've done some incredible things over our week here. I wish it was longer. We went horseback riding, went up to 2 different lighthouses, so it's been great. And like I said, I wish we had more time, but gotta get back to the real world. Hope you enjoyed this upload. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night.